Got a package from Bento Box Shop. If you're not familiar with bentoboxshop.com and you're a knife fanatic, this is something you need to learn about. Um, these folks have quite a few. They carry quite a few brands of knives, but the main thing that interests me about them is that they have some unusual Spyderco knives. They have some exclusives that Spyderco produces only for Bento Box Shop. And then they also have some discontinued knives in stock that are hard to find anywhere else um, as new. I mean, you can find them in the on the secondary market, but they're selling them as new old stock, and they've got things that are extremely hard to find. Um, they also have an interesting system where you can bundle knives together, and if you're buying a bundle of knives, the prices work out to be a little better. So if you're like me, someone who buys a lot of kind of fancy knives, um, you really ought to be familiar with Bento Box Shop. All right. Um, let's open this up. I'm going to open it up with this is MKM Isanzo with the hawkbill blade or reverse S curve blade. It's a hawkbill with a recurve in it, and there's a reason I'm using that knife today. Besides the fact that it's just very good at opening boxes. All right, so we've got two Spydercos in here. Manix 2 dark blue plain edge and Lil Matriarch. All right, well, what's the Little Matriarch? Well, that's one of the exclusives that Bento Box Shop does with Spyderco. Um, so first, let's show you then this was a bundle. So I got one of the exclusives, and then I had the option of adding another knife to it and buying them both at a bundle price that would be less than if I had bought each of these individually. Um, so I got a bit of a bundle volume discount, I guess. Right. Okay. So the Manix 2 dark blue plain edge. This is in S110V. This is not an exclusive to Bento Box Shop. It's part of Spyderco's regular lineup. It's one of a handful of knives that Spyderco has produced in S110V, and uses Spyderco's ball bearing lock, right, which operates similarly to a crossbar lock or Benchmade's access lock, except instead of a bar in there, it's got a ball bearing, caged ball bearing that allows you to operate the knife. And this has got the FRN handle scales with Spyderco's bidirectional texture. S110V is, sort of the eventual evolution of S30V. It's in that family of knives, but it has different proportions of the chemical components, and it has a higher hardness and lower toughness than S30V. So great edge retention, but possibly a little bit chippy. I don't have a lot of experience with this steel myself. You can share your experience with it in the comments section. But yeah, I just bundled this with my exclusive knife that I was buying from Bento Box Shop, which is the Little Matriarch, or Lil Matriarch. Lil. All right. Well, so Spyderco makes a knife called the Matriarch, which is got this reverse S blade shape, and it is bigger than this. This one is built on a Delica frame, right? These are the same handle scales and same liners that you would find in a Spyderco Delica, except the blade is that. So it's basically a different blade shape for a Delica. Just in VG10 steel, like most Delicas. And it's, Spyderco does this blade shape on the Matriarch and on the civilian model. And it's not just a regular hawkbill. Here's Spyderco's Harpy, which has a hawkbill blade, right? Which is just a sort of a C-shaped curve. This is a reverse S-shaped curve. So it's got the hawkbill and a recurve. The Matriarch and the civilian are serrated edge knives, usually. So this one being available as a plain edge, and only a plain edge. I don't think there's a serrated version of the little Matriarch. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen one. It's still going to give you a lot of cutting edge, even without serrations, because of all this curvature. And the only other knife I have that's small like that, but that has such a blade shape, is this MKM Isanzo. All right, well, this is not a full review. I just unboxed these. I wanted to show them to you and show you a couple comparisons. That is the Lil Matriarch from Spyderco, available exclusively from Bento Box Shop.